Hi guys, Daz here with Comic Con number 18, which was a huge week for me. Thought I was going to struggle to pick up books, but I went to a couple of different towns or cities and managed to find quite a few. A lot of £1 hidden gems in amongst it. I'm quite excited to show off my very first AOK, and it's a good one. My son Ethan's received several, but this was my first. So let's get into the books because I've got an awful lot to show. And we're starting with my purchases from Forbidden Planet. So this would have been the brunt of the books from last week. And we're going to start with that stunning Batman 49 cover from Art Germ, of course. He can do no wrong, really, especially my daughter's eyes. Fantastic work again. Several people complained about the midsection on Batman, but it was okay. You know, I don't think it's his best cover, but it's definitely one for the PC. Of course, we have Batman 50 out this week. I pre-ordered mine, so I'm waiting on it. Glad I didn't go too heavy. I was thinking of getting the Middleton 50 covers, but spoilers, as we know, they didn't actually get married, so I'm glad I didn't fork out a small fortune. But those Middleton 50s are absolutely stunning. If you haven't had a chance to check them out, please do so. This was one I've seen on very few videos. I've seen the regular on a couple, but this is I picked this up for cover, which was nice. And this is Kill or Be Killed number 20. This is the variant Sean Phillips Virgin cover. That's a beauty. That's the homage, obviously, to Amazing Spider-Man 50, the first Kingpin. Now, I've not read much, well, nothing at all of Kill or Be Killed, but I've heard really good things about it. I'm on the lookout for a nice copy of issue 1. I'm sure I'll come across it one day at a con. But this is the final issue in the series, and it's a nice grade 2. A bit hit and miss, these Forbidden Planet books. Sometimes you get them half about. I mean, the latest package I received had 6 comics stuck in it. Of course, they didn't all come without damage, which, what can you do? You pull your hair out, don't you? But this is my only opportunity to really get some of these books because my LCS don't get in the titles, all of the titles. This was a beauty as well. I had to pre-order this one. Of course, my favourite artist. And this is the Batgirl, and this is 24. That's a beauty again. He can do no wrong in my eyes. The Joshua Middleton, Batgirl 24. Beautiful book. That's the variant. Not quite as good as 23, but it's not a million miles away, is it? Beautiful. More from Middleton to come later, of course. Then, of course, I had to pick up the Venom 3 because, I mean, a lot of people are saying this is the first appearance of Null, the god of the symbiotes. I mean, but I've Googled and done some research in comic book realm as well, and this is apparently the first time that Null, the god of the symbiotes, is named. He appeared in, obviously, issue number 1. I've heard really good things about this book. I've not read. I've got 1, 2, and 3, but I've not read any of them yet. I probably will do. I might do today, actually. But this is the regular Ryan Stegman cover. It's another stunner, isn't it? Some beautiful covers at the moment. Now this one, delighted to get, but it's got a bit of creasing now because where they've all been packed in so tightly. But this, again, is a hot book currently, and this is the first appearance in Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur 32 of Kingpin's daughter, Princess Fisk. And we all know how big a character Kingpin is, literally. And I think his daughter's adopted, if I'm not mistaken. I can see her at some point maybe turning up in the Daredevil show. Could be a character that's around to stay. I think it's about a $15 book at the moment. And it'll probably stay at least 10, I would think. Low print run again on Moon Girl. I did tell you to look out for that one, guys. Had to pick up Miss Marvel 31. I think is it the 50th issue of Miss Marvel all told? But this is the first appearance of Skunk Girl. Yeah, Skunk Girl. And whose real name is just known as Samantha. This is the regular Valerie Shoity cover. course, Miss Marvel is the hot character at the moment. Got her film coming out, and she's going to be in an animated series as well. And of course, delighted to get this one. This is the variant of that 31, and this is by Stephanie Hans, going for big money at the moment. Again, I don't see it on too many people's videos. I've seen a few of the regulars, but not too many of the variants. They say this is going to rival Batgirl 23. Not for me, but it's a beauty all the same. Okay, so made my weekly visit to the LCS. You know, I don't know how some of you guys do it. I see some people with picking up like 25, 30, even 40 books a week. That must cost an absolute arm and a leg. I picked up 4. I made, and the reason I did is because I'd pre-ordered so many. Because again, I can't be certain that my shop's going to get them in. But last week, live, the postman came and delivered my Teen Titans special, which was the first, I would say, cameo appearance of Crush, Jin, and Roundhouse. Well, that came with about 5 ticks. Unbelievable. 5 ticks, and bad ones too. So I upgraded to just 1 tick. Yeah, there we go. Teen Titans special number 1. So that's my second copy. I would say it's about a 9.2, 9.4. Good book to have, though. A bit more information on Crush and the others in a little while. Forgot I pre-ordered this one in my shop. I've also pre-ordered it online, so I'll have 2 copies of this. But again, when you've got Donny Cates on board, you can't do no wrong, can you? And that's Cosmic Ghost Rider number 1. It was the only cover they had in my shop, of course, and this is the regular Jeff Shaw copy. I hear there's a pretty cool fight, spoiler, between the Cosmic Ghost Rider and Thanos as a baby. Yeah. Okay, picked up I really enjoyed picking up issue number 1 of Immortal Hulk. This, it's a dark story, pretty much a horror book, I would think. But I enjoyed the read. I had to pick this one up. This is Immortal Hulk number 2. A couple of reasons I picked it up. One, you know, I'm a big fan of Al Ewing's writing since Avengers No Surrender. And the other reason I picked it up, this is the first appearance of a villain, I believe, called Dr. Fry. F-R-Y-E. Haven't read it, so I can't tell you no more than that. This is the regular Alex Ross cover, and it's a good one too. But yeah, Al Ewing gets a lot of bad press. Apparently he blocks people. But I found him a genuinely nice person. Like I say, I've got him to send about 28 of my books, I think, and took the time, and we chatted away. Yeah, so I don't know. Obviously he's done something wrong in the community, but decent guy in my eyes. That's Immortal Hulk 2. I think might stick with that one. I don't usually get a pull list, but and I probably won't again, but I'll just pick it up on the shelves if I see it. Now, the main reason I went to my RCS this week, because I phoned them up and I said, have you got a copy of a book still? And amazingly they did, which I was absolutely stunned and delighted by. And the reason I went up and got this is because this has just been announced to be a film. And that film is going to be from Sony Pictures. So it's a big major thing. And it's going to be from the director of Rampage, the latest rock movie, which I found quite good actually. And I got this for cover, unbelievably. And this is Skyward. This book is incredibly hot. Skyward from Image Comics. And this is number 1, of course. There's a second print out that's doing quite well. But this one, online, you can't get it below 20 quid. I've seen a rough one at about 15, but it's a 20 quid book now, and it's only going to rise, I think, when that film comes out. You get a chance. I think it's to do with the gravity's gone on Earth or something. I've not read it. I will be probably again today. But yeah, look out for it in your LCS. No good luck going online paying 20 odd quid, but this book's going to go and go and go. Skyward, delighted. Of course, a lot more spec to come. Okay, so now I took Mum out for a day out. It was a nice day. Well, we're in the middle of a heat wave in the UK. We went to Weston-super-Mare down by the beach. We had a little stroll around, did a bit of shopping. Of course, spent most of my time in the comic book shops. They got a couple down there. And picked up several books. And thought this was, you get hit and miss. This was a miss, but it's a first issue. This is The Secret Wars, Agents of Atlas. The reason I picked it up, because in my encyclopedia, Agents of Atlas were in there. And this was a number 1, but it's not the first appearance of Agents of Atlas. So it's probably, it might go into a prize at some point. It's a very nice copy. So that's a miss with that one. Not a great start. It gets better. And like I say, these are all pound books from Weston. This was an upgrade. You know my love for the Jessica Jones TV show. This is Alias number 9. That's an upgrade. Like I say, I'm probably 3/4 of the way through on that run now. I will probably complete it very soon. Love the show. Remember, I told you, I think the villain for season 3 is going to be Power Broker. Is it Machine Man number... well, it's Machine Man. It's an issue in Machine Man. I think it might be 12 or 14. Okay, this is an upgrade as well. I spoke about this before in the previous video. This film is definitely coming next year from DC and Vertigo, and this is The Kitchen. I've read this book. It is a good read. Women with Attitude. It's a good one, trust me. I think it will. Melissa McCarthy is going to be the main star, so I don't know whether they're going to make it a comedy, but it's not a comedy in the comics. It's a good read. Violent. Okay, again a bit of a miss. Has got a first appearance, but it wasn't the one I was after. I thought I wrote so many things down. I was after J2 number 5, which is the first appearance of Wild Thing, but I for some reason grabbed number 3. But this is the first appearance of Doc Magus. Okay, J2 number 3. Not sure. I'll probably keep it. Moved on to that came from the Imaginarium shop in Weston. Moved on to Poptastic collectibles. And this was £1. Not a bad find, really. Mid-grade. And this is DC Special number 25. The Three Musketeers and Robin Hood. Bit of Bronze Age goodness. 50 center. Thick book, square bound, I think. Could be wrong. So look. Yeah, square bound. Can't go wrong for £1. Got a bit of print. Like a date stamp around here somewhere. But it's okay. Another £1 book. Again on comic book. If books are over 10 to 12 on Comic Book Realm, I pick them up. This is a $16 book on there. Again, it's about an £8 to £10 book on eBay. This is Daredevil, and this is $1.96. This is the first appearance of Lord Darkwind, who is Kenji Oyama. Again, a very steady copy. 657. Ooh. You know my love for the Jack Kirby goodness. Forever People, Mr. Merkel, and this series, New Gods. This was another one. Pence copy, but a nice grade. And it's the first appearance too. This is the first appearance of the Bane of Apocalypse in New Gods number 18. So again, it's a character or team that could appear in the New Gods movie that's coming out in a couple of years. This was a nice find. Currently towards the end of finishing season 2 of Luke Cage. I found season 1 quite a tough watch. I didn't like the villains particularly, but the villain in this season is really cool, Bushmaster. But this was a character that appeared in that series, and it was only short-lived, but it was a memorable scene where Misty Knight and Colleen Wing were in a bar drinking, and they were approached by a gang, and they ended up having a brawl. Well, this is the first appearance of Mr. Fish. Now, Mr. Fish was the leader of that gang. Now, Mr. Fish didn't have powers in the TV show, but this is Power Man, and this is number 29. It's also got the Marvel Value stump of Captain America. Nice copy too. Give it a clean up. So that's Mr. Fish, who appeared in Luke Cage Season 2. Again, this is a very underrated book in my opinion. This is Quasar 32. And this is the first appearance of Korath the Pursuer. Now, Korath the Pursuer first appeared in Guardians of the Galaxy. He was chasing after Star-Lord right at the start of the movie. And the good thing about it is he's going to be reappearing in the Captain Marvel film coming up, set in the 80s. So that's a double bonus for that one. Yeah, good book. Very underrated, I think. Korath. Anytime a character appears in more than one MCU film, it's got to be a good thing, isn't it? I think Ronan the Accuser is going to be making a double appearance too. My favourite pickup from this shop, this is a £25-30 book online. I picked this up for £1. First time I'd ever seen one. And this, my friends, is Marvel Knights 2001 Millennial Visions. So one shot. And this is the first time, if you can see, that you have the Punisher and Ghost Rider in a mashup. So that's a great book to find, guys. Again, Comic Book Realm's only got this as a $4 book, but of course, you can kind of go by eBay. And like I say, 25-30 quid book all day long. If you're a completist of the Cosmic Ghost Rider, of course, he's just had his first series come out this week. That character is here to stay, guys, so that's a nice book. It's an old book. Look out for it. Okay, where are we next? Another shop. Picked up an X-Men comic for Ethan, but also picked up Quasar number 5. And this was from MT Games Limited in West Ham. And this is the first appearance of Kenjiro Tanaka. It's my second Quasar book from West Ham. The character was in my encyclopedia, so I had to chase it down. Okay, like I say, that was the Western on the Monday. The day before, ended up, me and Ethan, we tried to make a video. We went hunting. I got a couple of little videos. I might post them at some point. But, yeah, the technical difficulty is Ethan was on the camera and was upside down. And I don't know what was going on. I put it upside down, I think. But, yeah, we went to Bristol so Saturday, just gone. We went to Bristol and managed to find a lot of nice pound books. Were they pound books? They might have been slightly more than that. Yeah, £2. £2 and £1.67 these books were. This is my second copy, and it's a very nice copy again. This is Batman number 21 from the New 52. Is that the first appearance of Thomas Duke, I believe? Could be wrong. The second copy. Could be a player down the line, Thomas Duke. Iron Man, Invincible Iron Man, number 9. This is a character in my encyclopedia again. This is the first appearance of Winterguard. It's also the first appearance of Mandarin's Army of Mercenaries. Again, like I say, they're in the encyclopedia. I'll chase them down, tick them off. I reckon I'm probably about 55-60% through these encyclopedias now. That's what happens when you've got about 3,150 comics. J2 number 1, the first issue. This was the first appearance of the X-People and its members. Angry Eagle, Simeon, Spanner, Torque, Miller Hallandale also first appeared. Montana Gold, Sashiyama, Roller Blast, who I think was the villain, Talia, Zamora, and Curtis. A lot of firsts in that, but the main reason I got it was for the first X-People. This was a real nice one for £2. Again, it's got a few ticks, so I'm not overly buzzing about it. But it's a signed book. And this is Sabretooth number 1. And this is 1,544 of 10,000 that were released. And this is signed by the cover artist, penciler and inker, Mark Teixeira. See it down there, guys? And it nicely, because it came with a certificate of authenticity in the back there. So, for £2, can't go wrong. A guy I'll probably never meet, so got his over. Sabretooth #1. Watched the film recently. I should have showed it really, but I'm halfway through. It's an Elseworlds tale from DC, and I think it's widely known as the first Elseworlds tale from DC Comics. And found this for £4. It's like prestige format, and it's Gotham by Gaslight. Again, the only copy I've ever seen of this, so I had to grab it. Gotham by Gaslight. It's where Batman fights Jack the Ripper, I think. Yeah. It's okay. It's not my favourite animated one. I'm not a huge fan of Elseworlds. People moan about the Gotham TV series. But if you take it as like an Elseworlds, I think it's a fantastic show. I really do. I met some of the cast. Brilliant. Probably my favourite superhero show at the moment. Okay. Now these next two, I found A-Next #1. And this is the first appearance of the A-Next team. And the first appearance of Mainframe. Which was Start Tech. Now Mainframe appeared... I think it was voiced by Miley Cyrus in the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 movie. First Mainframe. It's also the first appearance of Shannon Carter, who later becomes American Dream. A-Next #1. £1.67. Now my favourite pickup from this shop, which was 8-Bit Planet in Bristol, for £1.67. This book is hot. It's a 25-30 quid book all day long. I still think it's got a lot of room for growth, especially with the film coming out. Well, it's just come out, I think, over in the States. We've got a little bit longer to wait here. But this is A-Next #7. Delighted to find this, guys, for less than £2. This is the first appearance of Hope Pym. Yeah, who's going to obviously be in Ant-Man and the Wasp movie. And she later becomes the Red Queen. So she's not the Wasp in this issue, but she later becomes the Wasp. And it's also the first appearance of Iron Man. Revengers. That's a great book. Like I say, how can that book be so cheap when you've got really the first main female character to be named in a title of the MCU? That book could go up and up and up. Easily be £100 book. Okay, some eBay purchases now. Only picked up 2 from eBay this week, which is very unlike me. But first of these, I'm a huge fan of this character and the films. Not a superhero character, but it's a great book to have all the same. And this, my friends, is an issue of G.I. Joe. Well, it's Order of the Battle. Now, this was shown up recently on the CVSI website. I'm surprised, I'm kicking myself I haven't picked up earlier. But this is the first appearance, my friends, of Rocky Balboa. The boxer. Yeah, Stone. In comics. There he is on the back there, look. And apparently he trains the G.I. Joes. But what I love about it is, when they go into battle, they've all running in there with their guns and stuff. He ain't got a gun. He's just running at them with his boxing gloves. There he is, look, Rocky. That's amazing, isn't it? I just laughed when I saw that. An excerpt from the memo from Brigadier General Abernathy. He's one of the best there is with his fists, and nobody can touch him with pugil sticks. But that's not the reason I want him training the Joes. Anybody can teach technique. I want the Joes to see what it is to take a beating and come back fighting, to stand up and take everything the other guy's got to give, and give back a full measure. That's worth more than a tip on how to perfect your right hook. Well, that's amazing, isn't it? Rocky Balboa, the G.I. Joe. Who'd have thought it? That only cost me £3, about £3.50. Can't go wrong for that. Give it a good. It was dirty, mine, but I've given it a good clean. Now, I spoke about this in my last video. There is a 10-episode series of Halo, I think, coming to Showtime. You know, the big console franchise. I've chased down their first appearance in comic book form, and I've had this confirmed on the forums, so I wasn't sure, but it is apparently. And I think the year is 2006. Could be wrong on that, but this is the first appearance of Halo in comic books, the franchise. And this was a free preview book. But it's more than a preview, because it literally shows the story that comes in the later graphic novel. You can get this still pretty cheap. I think this will certainly go up when the series comes out. Got it for £3.22 off eBay. There we go. Okay, as you know, a new segment in my videos, my weekly shows, is the blank cover of the week. And I pick one up every week from wherever I'm out and about, from my daughter, who was actually was a month to the day. So in a month's time, this was yesterday, she's going to be selling her stuff at the Comic Con. I thought this book was appropriate as the move is out. And this, my friends, from Marvel Comics, Ant-Man and the Wasp. And she's done the cover for me again. There we go. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Delighted with that one again. She signed it for me. Love it. Like I say, it only costs me a fizzy drink, a chocolate bar, and a cheap CD. So a bit of a bargain for me, really. Okay, onto the AOK. And it was a good one too. I sent a book in thanks to my friend across the pond, Comic Vantage. I think I sent him Zinniber. Yeah, and he showed it off in his video. And really put a smile on mine and Ethan's face for that. So thanks, mate. He sent me 3 books. I was only expecting 2. And the third was a Brucey bonus. And he just said he sent me a little note saying thanks for being a good friend and everything, and supporting the channel. And thanks a million, mate. First book I received from him. He spoke about this. You know, I call him the indie master. If anyone knows independent books, it's him. And this is from Lightning Comics. This is my first book from Lightning Comics. This is Creed #1. Delighted with that. Love the artwork. Very zany. Looking forward to reading that. That's Creed #1. So that was my bonus book. Now on to the 2 books that I knew about. Now X-Men Gold come out recently, number 30. The reason I didn't pick it up off the shelves, because basically there were only regular covers there. I was looking for the polybagged version, because I knew what was up. I hope a lot of you guys didn't go out of your way to pick up that Colossus and Kitty Pryde cover, because obviously they didn't get married. But there was a marriage there, and it was of these characters instead. I've opened up the polybacks. What's the point? I want to read it, don't I? And this is the marriage of Rogue and Gambit. And this is obviously the first time that Rogue is called Anna Marie LeBeau. It's also the first appearance of a character called Rabbi Yarkin. And this is the variant J. Scott Campbell classified cover. What are your thoughts when you get polybagged comics? Do you get 2? Open 1 and keep 1? I don't know. What I've read is that polybags do seem to damage your comics over time. See, it did seem to take a little bit of the printing off in one of the corners. But very minuscule. I'm absolutely delighted with that book, Comic Vantage. Thank you so much, mate. That's a really nice cover too. Looking forward to reading that. I think you just put up a review for number 31, so I'm going to probably stick with the series. I might follow it through. I'm not sure yet. Let's see how I feel on this one. Yeah, these wedding issues are weird at the moment, isn't it? You know, they don't ever seem to get married. Okay, so the third book, I'm absolutely blown away by. Absolutely, incredibly blown away by. Now, Justice League 1 came out recently. I am a Justice League fan, but for some reason I didn't pick it up. Probably because I had so many books. But this is a variant cover that he sent me, and it is absolutely beautiful. This is Justice League 1. Look at this book, guys. Look at this book. Let me just show you up close. Look at that Wonder Woman. Now, this is the comic sketch art exclusive from Mark Brooks, Red Armor Concept Sketches. It's unbelievable. Now, this book, on Comic Realm, was a $50 book. And he's, from the kindness of his heart, sent this out to me. So, what an awesome guy you are, mate. You know? Just blown away by this book. Absolutely. I've looked it up on eBay, and again, you won't get it less than 40 quid. So thanks a million, mate. You didn't have to do this. You could have had numerous copies yourself. It really didn't mean a lot to me. Okay, that's all the books. That's all the books. A lot to get through, but we got there. One or two nice ones in amongst them. Like I say, I didn't go too crazy on my spending this week because, hello, Batman. That, like I say, I was still recovering from paying off my first Thanos and Drax last week. But I'm always on the hunt, you know me. A couple of good £1 books there. Here's me sponsors. We got Batgirl, obviously, from Middleton. Got Black Manta. Talk about him in a minute. And a couple of Spider-Mans. Well, Iron Spider and Spider-Man. A bit to talk about them. Because it's Dazzie's news round time, guys. Okay. Not a big... I don't know too much about anime. I'm not a fan. My daughter that's all she watches, really. She loves it. But there has just been announced a live-action movie. This is hot off the press, guys. There's going to be a live-action Gundam movie. Gundam. Never heard of it, really. It's like robots in the front. I've been trying to look down their first appearance in comics. But Gundam is coming from Legendary and Sunrise. It's going to be a movie, obviously. And this is a property that was created in 1979. Various DVDs of it out there, apparently. Anime, manga, whatever. Okay, like I said earlier, there's going to be, from the Rampage director, from Sony Pictures, there's going to be a Skyward movie. So, like I said, I showed the book off, guys. Please look up Skyward. That's going to be huge, I believe. Captain Marvel's mask was revealed on a shirt worn by Samuel L. Jackson. So, again, try and locate that book. First appearance of the mask. The actor who played Red Skull in Infinity War, not the original one. This was the actor Ross Marquand, I believe. He wants to play Moon Knight in the MCU. Make it so, my friend. If it ain't you, let's get somebody on board. I just bought first Moon Knight. I want it to go up. That Moon Knight is a character with so much potential. And it's one of those characters, you know, I never really understood why the book's worth what it is. It is valued at a ridiculous price, and yet we've never had him on. I mean, I didn't know anything about him until I read Werewolf by Night 32. Yeah, we've had him in a couple of animated shorts, but there's going to be so much potential. He's meant to be a bit like Batman, isn't he? DC's Batman, but with powers eventually. There is a Men in Black reboot coming, and it's added actor Kumail Nanjiani and Rafe Small. Now, Small last appeared as the main villain in the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom movie. English actor. Saw him in a horror set in the woods, which was pretty good. I can't think of his name. But And Kamal Najani is best known for Silicon Valley. Now, this reboot has got a lot of stars in it. Liam Neeson signed up to it, Chris Hemsworth, and Tessa Thompson. So look out for that, guys. I kind of enjoyed. The more they made of Men in Black, the worse they got. I thought the first one was pretty cool, but I don't know. I wonder how Will Smith feels about that. Here's another comic that's just been made into is going to be made into a movie, and this movie is going to come from Legendary Entertainment, and it is Aftershocks Animosity. I have been trying my best to locate one of these, and I cannot find one. Apparently it's about where animals suddenly can talk. Yeah. Somebody, I was talking to somebody who read it. It said it could be a really good book. It's going to be very dark apparently as well. Atomic Blonde and Games of Thrones actor Johannes Hawker joins Vin Diesel's Bloodshot as a villain. I don't know what to think of this Bloodshot film. I've seen some sort of web series set on that sort of Valiant universe. Didn't look great. I spoke about Aquaman, didn't I? Black Manta. The actor Yahya Abdul-Mateen has been cast in HBO's Watchmen, along with Sarah Vickers. Oh, interesting. M. Night Shyamalan's Glass poster is out. Now, this is the third film in the line of films, including Unbreakable and Split. I quite enjoyed Unbreakable. I haven't seen Split as yet. I've heard different things about Split. Finally, Nicolas Cage. Yeah, we all like the old legend Nicolas Cage. He takes any old roles now. I think he's just made a horror film called Mandy, I think. I saw the trailer the other day. It looked alright. He's lost the plot a little bit, Nicolas Cage, in this film, but he's voicing a character that's going to be appearing in the animated Into the Spider-Verse film coming out in December. And that character is going to be Spider-Man Noir. Yeah. That book's about a £30 book, I think. First appearance, check it out. I'm trying to find one. Okay, that's the news round over now. I've got 296 subscribers now, guys. Thanks a million for that. I'm roughing out a competition in my head for 300, so it shouldn't be too long. Yeah, thank you everyone for that. Of course, we're going to finish with some specs. Books coming out this week. Now, here's an interesting thing, because everyone is, of course, the first Crush week and Jin and Roundhouse appeared in Teen Titans Special number 1. They appeared in preview forms in things like DC Nation and Batman, and little teasers at the end, previews. Well, people are leaning towards Teen Titans 20 going to be the first full appearance. Not necessarily. Now, I've ordered Teen Titans 20, so if you haven't, grab it. But they are talking it up on the forums at the moment that Titans 23, that is out this week, could well be the first full appearance of Crush, Jin and Roundhouse. So, let's have a look. There we go. That's the cover of it. Titans 23, that's the regular cover. Am I going to order it? Quite possibly. This is the variant edition of that same book. Titans 23. The other book I might well grab this week is for two reasons. One, it's a nice cover. Now, I'm not a fan of Jenny Friesen at all. Some of them look really off. There was a mouth on one of the Wonder Womans. She looked like a Cheshire cat. I didn't understand it. And I've seen others. The wrist is wonky and all sorts. But I like this cover. Wonder Woman 50. Now, the reason I'm going to pick it up, I think, is the appearance of some new gods. Wonder Woman 50 out on Wednesday. That's pretty much it. It's a very light week next week. Probably good. Get some pennies saved. So I miss getting some silver this week. I like my silver age. couple of books down the line. Of course, Catwoman 1 came out this week. Nice cover from Art Germ. I think this one's better. This is Catwoman number 2, Art Germ. This will be out in a few weeks, guys. There we go. Catwoman number 2 from Art Germ. And finally, my favourite artist. This is a crazy cover. I don't think it's his best cover, but it's a good one still. It's the first appearance of a new character, I believe, called Hopeless. This is my final one I'm going to show you guys. And this is Batgirl number 25. First appearance of that character. Goofy as he looks. He does look goofy, doesn't he? But the Batgirl looks great. That's Joshua Middleton's Batgirl 25. Guys, that's it. Another long video. Sorry for that, but I had loads of books to get through. No major key this week, but nice AOK. Nice one from my daughter again. And some nice books. $1 and pound books. Guys, thanks. Dazzie, over and out. See you soon.